Hi there, my name is Sarah and welcome to my channel. This week I am making chicken mole. My Mexican mother-in-law showed me how she grew up making it. Let me just say, this is not the authentic from scratch version. It's more of like an instant version, but it's still really good, I promise. It's super easy. It's great for a bigger, group of people. And this is my first time making it on my own. She helped me a few weeks ago make it, but I'm actually like fully making it on my own this time. So I'm a little nervous, but let me show you what you need and let's get started. Okay, so this is all you need is chicken and this little jar here. I believe we got it in the Mexican aisle at the store. I'm pretty sure that's where we got it. And I like to use chicken breast. That's just my preference. So, okay, so first I'm going to prep the chicken, just cut off all like the little fat and tendons and stuff. We're not using this whole packet. I'll probably use 4 breasts. So I'm going to prep the chicken and then I'll show you how we get started. All right, so here's the chicken. It was 4 chicken breasts and I cut them in half and I cut off all the little white pieces and the tendons and the fat and all that. And then we're going to take a big pot. We're going to put the chicken in, add water, and then boil it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So I just put the chicken in, added the water, and then I'm putting it on high to start boiling it. And then once it's boiling, I'm actually going to turn it down probably to like, I don't know, medium low heat and just kind of let it cook. And then I'll just check it. I don't know how long it takes to boil it, but I'll try to keep track of the time so I can let you guys know in the recipe. And then I'll show you what the step is after the chicken's cooked. And actually, while it cooks here, I'm actually going to make Mexican rice. My mother-in-law showed me how to make it. I'll put a link for that video. So I'm going to make that while it boils. Okay, so to me, it looks like the chicken's done. So I'm actually going to put the chicken in a bowl and move the some of the broth to another bowl because we're only going to use a little bit of the broth. So my mother-in-law doesn't work with like exact measurements. So she told me to start with like 2 cups and then we'll throw in the mole. So I'll show you. Guys, this recipe is very simple, but I also like feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to move the broth into the pan and then, I don't know, I'm just going to leave a little bit in it, like 2 cups. And then we're going to shred the chicken. Okay, so now you pour this in with the water and like stir it till it gets all smooth and creamy. She said you can also put it in the blender, some of the broth and this to do it quickly, but I'm going to do it in the pan. And just so you know, like getting the lid off was so hard. So if you have any tips or tricks on that, let me know. So I'm going to turn the oven or the stove on just like low heat while I do this. This is what it looks like after I poured it in the bowl. And then you're supposed to mix it until it becomes like smooth and creamy. So I'm going to kind of let this simmer for a minute. Guys, it's taking forever to melt. You know, I thought this was going to be a lot easier. And now that I'm actually doing it myself, I'm like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I boiled the chicken too long, how long this takes. Then my mother-in-law texts me. She tells me that, oh yeah, when you're boiling the chicken, you can add like garlic and onion and a little chicken bouillon. And I'm like, I'm already done with the chicken. And she's like, oh, sorry. Oh my goodness. This is not going well, but I think it'll be fine, but I definitely need to practice this because I'm not used to boiling chicken. That's not how I make chicken. So for me, I'm like, I don't know the time. It took forever. It took like 45 minutes, and I think that's too long. But I mean, it seems fine. The chicken seems fine. I mean, it's cooked. It's a smidge dry, but when we add it with the sauce, it'll like help. But yeah, this isn't going well. But you know what? That's okay. I'm going to practice And I'm going to get better. And when I get this down and I have it really down really good, I'll make a recipe video properly. But I'm still going to upload this one because you can still make it yourself, try it yourself. She did say this part takes a little long, dissolving the mole. So that's why she said sometimes if she's in a rush, she'll put it in the blender. She'll put in some broth and then she'll put in the, and with the broth, if I had added garlic, onion, and the chicken bouillon, or did she say salt? I can't remember. She said that that'll add to the flavor, which is nice. So now I know for next time. It's starting to look good, but there's still some chunks of the mole that it still needs to break down. So I like the consistency of it, but I think I'm going to add just a little bit of broth. Just because I feel like I just want to add like a little. Alright, so there's a few more chunks still in there. Once those are done and dissolved, add in the chicken. Okay, it's ready. So now we're going to add the chicken back in. It almost feels like it needs more liquid. Because when my mother-in-law makes it, it feels like there's a little bit more liquid. I'm going to add some more. And then I have the stove on because I need to heat the chicken back up a little bit before it's ready to be served. That looks better. Okay, guys, we're going to try it. It's okay. I overcooked the chicken a little bit, not that bad. And then the broth, you can tell the difference between my broth being plain and when she makes it. And she adds, I checked the text, she adds garlic, onion, and chicken bouillon to the broth while the chicken is boiling and cooking to add more flavor. So you can tell in my attempt at this, there's a little bit less flavor to it. So, but other than that, it's good. It was a little more involved than I thought. My daughter. But I will practice and I will get better. And yeah, I'll make a better recipe video once I like practiced enough and got it down. So, but I will put the things that I did wrong in the recipe. And I say give it a try. It's a really easy dish. It makes a lot of food for a decent amount of people. And we eat it with rice. Here, I'll show you the rice I made. There's the rice. And then, of course, tortillas. You can't have tortillas not in a Mexican household. So, yes, it went okay. It's edible, not as great as my mother-in-law's, but I will keep practicing and make it better. So check out my other videos. Subscribe for more to come. I do a mixture of recipe videos that I'm used to making, new stuff, you know, just all over, just kind of me cooking. So please help support me, and I will see you guys next week for another video. Bye.